more Albaz lore cards in the newest box, meaning more Springans. So today we'll take a more detailed look into some of the new basic Springans combo. Since we do not have Gold Golgonda just yet, we'll use Booties on field effect to search for it. Then we'll activate Gold Golgonda and use its effect to summon a Merrymaker by discarding another Springans spell from our hand. On summon, Merrymaker will trigger, giving us the opportunity to send a Springans monster to the grave, and we'll send Brana. Use Branga's graveyard effect attaching itself onto Merrymaker. Then we'll use Merrymaker to overlay into Gigantic Sargas. Next, use Sarga's effect to search a Tallyho. You could also search King Regulus if you'd already have Tallyho. Then we'll use Tallyho to detach 2 materials from Sargas, and then we pretend to have added Kit to hand, either way allowing us to special summon 2 Springans monsters. We'll special summon Kit and Brana and use Kit's effect on summon to give us Branded in High Spirits, and we'll place a card on the bottom of our deck. Next, we'll link summon Lambda by linking off Brana and Kit. Then we'll use Branga's other graveyard effect, banishing itself and Merrymaker, to add Springans Watch to our hand. Activate Watch to send a Rocky to the graveyard whilst adding Brothers to our hand. This will be the moment to activate Branded in High Spirits, sending Brothers and Sprint to the graveyard and adding another Kit in the process. When being sent from the hand to the grave, Brothers will trigger special summoning our Rocky from the grave, and upon special summon, Rocky will give us Brothers back to our hand. Since we have an Albaz fusion in grave, we can special summon the Kit from our hand, before using it, and Rocky to exceed summon into Time Thief Reduel. Before we go to the end phase, we'll use Redoer's effect attaching 1 to banish itself. This will trigger Lambda's effect for the end phase. During the end phase, the Sprint in the graveyard, Redoer from the banished pile, and Lambda will trigger. Lambda will fetch us a Gamma whilst Sprint will special summon Captain Sargas and Redoer will special summon itself. During the standby phase of the opponent's turn, we can use Redoer's effect to attach the top card from the opponent's deck to it as a material, giving us a pop with Captain Sargas, but possibly, and this is often overlooked, get some valuable info on what the opponent is playing. But what if we start with a monster, and specifically a Springans Rocky? Then we can put up a slightly stronger board whilst also not relying on Springans Watch add and send effect. So we could possibly use it for searching the field spell. It doesn't really matter that we do not have Gold Golgonda, as this deck has some proper ways of searching it. This time we can use Springans Watch for it. Activate Gold Golgonda and use its effect to summon a Merrymaker by discarding Rocky from your hand. On summon, Merrymaker will trigger, giving us the opportunity to send a Springans monster to the grave, and we'll send Brothers. This will trigger Brothers' graveyard effect, special summoning a Springans from the grave to summon the Rocky. On the summon of Rocky, its effect will trigger add the Brothers from the graveyard to our hand. Then we'll normal summon the Brothers and use it and Rocky to link summon Clipboard Genius. With Rocky and Brothers in the grave, we can use their effects to attach themselves to Merrymaker. Then we'll overlay Gigantic Champion Sargas on top of the Merrymaker. Next, use Sarga's effect to search a Tallyho. Activate Tallyho to detach 3 monsters from Sargas to add Kit to hand and special up to 3 monsters from your hand and or grave. So we'll summon Kit, Rocky and Brothers using the zone's Genius points to. This event will trigger the Genius, Kit and Sargas, but the latter we don't use. Use Kit's effect to add Branded in High Spirits, and put a card on the bottom of the deck, and Genius will search us Brana. Activate the Branded in High Spirits to send Brana and Sprint to the graveyard to add another Kit. Banish the Brana from the grave together with the Merrymaker to fetch us Blast. Then we'll link summon Lambda by linking off Genius and a Springans. The other 2 Springans are going to be material to summon Redoer. Before we go to the end phase, we'll set Blast, and use Redoer's effect attaching 1 to banish itself. This will trigger Lambda's effect for the end phase. Again, during the end phase, the Sprint in the graveyard, Redoer from the banished pile, and Lambda will trigger. Lambda will fetch us a Gamma whilst Sprint will special summon Captain Sargas and Redoer will special summon itself. Similarly as before, during the opponent's standby phase, Redoer will get us some material for a pop and possibly some info on the opponent. The deck list is reasonably standard. However, you could also run a Time Thief package for easy rank 4 access. Or you could even consider going the Sprite route. There are many small packages you can run alongside Albaz's Forgotten Companions. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you need anything else to watch, let the YouTube algorithm introduce you to some videos that are put on your screen about now. Happy viewing!